Welcome everyone, Dr. Thor here, the man who talks to machines. Get ready for Gnosis. Okay, I wanted to cover here, as I've done recently here and gotten into, and really am enjoying using my disk creations, which are very unique tools, which have sigils embedded here. You see this particular sigil, but underneath the sigil are hundreds of different images, power words, and other things that we put in there. Usually, discs also have a what would we call a scalar energy code at the bottom, and usually 3 of them. Of course, you can see the code here. There is, what is there? Is there 3 on here? I didn't even notice this, but here's your basic number codes that are putting out there. And as I said, what I'm doing now is giving you 3 aspects of whatever that energy is that you have. And we keep developing this. So you've got a multi-elements here. You have all the sigil energy, and sigils are very powerful. You then have the number codes, which is what radionics is famous for. You take an energy field and you make a number out of it, thus naming it and grabbing the energy, because the number symbolizes and accesses the energy of that energy you have just made into a number. Being regular CDs here, they also have special tones and information in here which are unique. It's not just digitalized stuff, it's special tones, sounds, etc. that are in there that will then generate more. So it's a whole energy unto itself. And those that want a simple way or want an inexpensive way of doing things other than getting a very amplified and powerful scalar energy machine is to simply use our discs, which there are many of. There are many of them, and more are coming. And the easiest way to use these is that you simply get yourself a CD player, which are readily available everywhere. And here's the nice one I've just gotten as well, another model which I really like and have been using as well. And I have a couple of these, and I have them in my office. I have them next to my bed so that I can use them. But this is a really beautiful one, which I really like. This is obtainable at Amazon. Let's get a little bit of, it's the HOTT unit. And you get this under CD portable players. That's what this is. This is a beauty for several reasons. First of all, it is battery operated and will last for about 12 hours. So you can take this anywhere with you. Those people who like to have energy with them or drive a lot. Some people are commuting. If you live in Southern California, you could be in your car for hours a day. Or in general, if you're in a particular place that you are commuting, this is a great way to actually bring that energy with you. And of course, if you want to listen to certain things like some of our other CDs we have, particularly for our course, the Great Path course, this is a great way to listen to it. It has good sound. This also has a Bluetooth in it, so you can bring other sound systems and run it through here, and the speaker is pretty good. What I like about this is it has a little door that opens. It's not your typical press one, so that's another little nice feature I like. It has an on and off switch here, and it has cool features here. One of them is that it has multi-lights. Now remember, this is an actual energies being sent to you, and being able to use color energies as well is very, and you can adjust the actual colors that you get here. So if you're listening to something for healing, you would put it on blue. If you want something for prosperity, you're on green. And wisdom, of course, is kind of a turquoise type energy. So there's lots of energies you can use with all that. So you can hear these are all the tones and so forth that are on these different discs, and they're all different to a degree. Some have similar or repetitive tones, that you get on one disc get the other, because they're designed to open up your third eye. They're designed to do so many other things. Let me turn that back on. Discs are unique unto themselves, but the sigil on them is very unique, and so is the information that is inputted in them. It's more than just sounds. There's all sorts of things we input into the disc, just like you can't see all the sigils that are in there. And of course, you can see the actual radionic numbers on there, but this is something that, and this of course is a sacred energy. You create, your entire environment is loaded with negative energy. Maybe you're living with negative people. Life is negative. And you are bringing in all these energies, and they can build up in your environment. If you try and do particular types of scalar energy machine practices, or you're trying to draw positive energies in you, you're fighting against your own environment. The way you clear that out is you use a sacred energy creator disc. This again is going to, when you spin this, and this is the key that very few people know about. When you spin this, you're generating all those energies and you're shooting them in your environment. It's a simple process, but of course it's something that is only known to me. And of course I'm the first one to bring this to the public, as I am with so many other things. But actually the spinning of these energies to project it out is much more powerful than it just sitting there. So that's something that you should keep in mind. You can also put in front of it a Polaroid picture of yourself. It is also critical to use Polaroid pictures. Here's a Polaroid. This is what you get. Fuji makes the film Instax. You can get Polaroid cameras pretty much everywhere on the big Amazon, eBay-ish. Any major store will have these Polaroid cameras, and there's many types of them. Polaroids are very popular, believe it or not, because you're getting everything in one place. It's a camera and a printer, and it pops right out. It's a lot of fun when you have family over or want to take pictures. But the one thing about Polaroids is you're taking an energy picture. This is where the development chemicals are. Now, when you have a picture printed at a photo place, they take the chemicals, develop the picture, and make a print of it. So you're losing all that energy because they put it on. If you have a digital picture, you're getting nothing from it. Digital anything has no energy in it whatsoever. It's just as simple as that. So while these cost anywhere from about 50 cents a picture here, it's the only technology that easily picks up energy and holds them for many, many years. So it's a great technology, low cost. You can get these used. There are many types. You can get an old Sharper image camera that didn't sell very well, but you can find those on eBay for $25 to $30. A Polaroid is a Polaroid. But there are other ones, fancy ones that have lenses, everything else. It's quite a place, quite a industry you would think of. I would have never thought that would catch on like that. But it does, and the film is readily available international. So anybody, no matter where you live, you can get a Polaroid camera and you can get the film for it pretty easily. Almost everywhere. So keep that in mind, and as I said, you can get a used camera, you can get ones with fancy lenses, etc., but you can find them inexpensively, which we're always trying to help people out with as well. Life is expensive if you can get something cheaper, but the film itself is out there as well. Now, as I said, they run about 50 cents a shot, but you're taking energy pictures. Secondly, you're not looking for clarity. All you're looking for is to grab the energy, which is now whatever the picture is there. So it's just as simple as that. I also like to put a little bit of hair on here. This is a pet that I just recently cured of a serious bowel problem using just a scalar energy machine. So the whole idea is that's another way to soak it up a little bit. You don't really have to do that. The other thing is that if you have relatives or friends, all they have to do is take a picture of themselves or whatever the problem is, put it in an envelope and send it to you. Very, very easy. So it's low cost as that. Digital is worthless, people. Grow up and don't let people trick you with stupid information who are basically ignorant buffoons who don't know anything of what they're talking about. You've got to understand, I've been involved in this. I am the expert in this field for over 45 years, with the first person ever having a radionics store, 35 books I've published, etc., having the #1 organization in this field for over 35 years. So, again, it's knowing what works is critical, but knowing what doesn't work is also critical. And if you follow fools, you become a fool. So the whole idea is you can do this, and then one way of getting the energy directly into you is just turning it on and putting your photograph right in front of it. Now, here's a way to get basically and you can put this on repeat. You could have this the energy run directly into your Polaroid picture for as long as this thing will hold its charge. And basically this runs for many, I think this runs for 12 or 15 hours on a charge. You also can hook up a wire to it to plug it in. And of course you can actually change the actual colors. That's what's nice about this. And I think this is the only unit, the hot unit, that actually has this color changing lights built into it. And you can change it. Now, if you wanted to send a healing energy, now this is a sacred disc. Now, if you're going to send a particular type of energy, you want to use that disc. And as I said, we have hundreds of discs for just about everything. This is designed to pretty much clear out your environment. And of course, you can clear out yourself this way or whoever's on this. And it has a little actual changing the colors right here at this button. And you press that and you can see it goes to blue. Now, blue is your best healing energy. And it's as simple as that. And you can tune in it, and you can see this is phasing from the different colors but you can get it to one particular color if you want to. Here's just pure white, but generally you want to use some sort of frequency. You know, turquoise is a very powerful holy energy that will bring in what you would consider more divine type energies, because it's a very pure heavenly type, to use cliche-ish terms, energy for whatever you need. But so you can adjust that, and that's a very nice feature. And of course, if you're using this on yourself, using colors is very powerful. So why not? Now, this tends to cost a little more than your average player, which you can get anywhere from. And of course, you want players that stand up. There's an awful lot of CD players that are flat. I like it when you can position it like this, because then you can send the energy, you can send that into a machine, you can send that into anything that you desire. Once you have the disc, and a lot of people have discs, we make discs for all of our books and for everything else. So this is a great way at a very low cost to do that. Now, we can have one of these sent to you if you desire to buy it from us direct, but get it, save money, get it directly from Amazon is where this unit came from. Amazon, eBay, check it out. As I said, it's the unit is called the HOTT, Hot Technology. And it has this particular thing. And as I said, I like the fact that this opens like this in the front. You don't have to press it or do the other things. It's quite a nice little feature that I like. I always like good engineering. And it does allow for you to just place a photograph right here very easily. So you can actually do that with and as I said, this runs anywhere from $80 to $100 with this special. And as I said, it's got a big battery in here. It has lots of other features. You can get something that is still kind of standing up for anywhere from $25 to $45 and watch for those Amazon sales as well, so you can get this technology. So the discs themselves run about $30, but you use them for life and you're using them all the time. Couldn't be a cheaper, better way of doing things and getting massive amounts of energy and this doesn't cost, in terms of this doesn't take any time to learn. You pick the disc for whatever you want, and you can go to our disc listing. What do you want? Prosperity. You want to bring money. You want protection. You want to influence. The whole idea is that all you do is get the disc that you have. You put it in the machine. Let's see if we have another disc here. Have one. And that's it. Super, super simple. This is a disc from one of our books, Empowered Visualization. And this has all the features. It doesn't have the numbers in it. The books generally don't. But if you want to empower your mind, you use that. You put the disc in. Now you're sending very strong mind empowering visualization, etc. You can put your photograph right in front here. You just point this at yourself while you're... I have this on all day while I'm working at my desk, and in the nighttime when I'm sleeping, I put in a particular energy I may want to have the next day, or if I want protection because something is going on. Very simple. No training, people. I just trained you right there. The whole system is right there. It's amazing, Dr. Thor. You're a miracle man. So the whole idea is that that's all it is. It can't get any easier than this. This technology, as I said, is inexpensive. It should last for many, many years. As I said, this has features. I highly recommend that you actually get a unit that has colors in it. I'm a big color person, always have been. I've been using color lights and color frequencies. These things are proven over the years through many, many people. The famous Dimshaw color units, which I have and I will be showing soon. All of these are things that you can actually use easily, and I'm always looking. Getting one of our Dragon Force machines or an Elite machine, well, it's really a low cost for such a great investment that you're going to manifest in your rest of your life with. But these are complicated. I don't know if they're complicated. I make everything very easy to use, but you have to learn how to use them. You have to set them up. It does take a little bit of space. We use very large amplifiers now. All of this is part of the process, and there is a certain amount of investment involved in this as well. Here's something that you can pretty much get set up with if you get a color unit for under $100, or if you don't get a color unit for pretty much for under $50. And then all you have to do is slowly over time invest in getting more and more discs for whatever you need. Protection, wealth drawing, healing, whatever it is that you need, you can invest in the discs for that. So, all of this is quite fascinating with the reality of it, and it's so easy to use. It can't get any easier than this. You can take this anywhere. You can put this next to you in your car. You could bring this with you if you were traveling. And again, this doesn't require electricity once you charge it up. It has a battery in there that I believe lasts for 12 hours. And if you keep the volume down, it'll last longer than that. So turning it up like this is draining energy. You don't need that. All you got to do is get the spinning going. And as I said, this is very nice. The controllers on the front. There's several things. You can repeat the playing of the disc over and over again. A great technology. I mean, the amazing technology that is offered through the disc system that I have developed is fantastic, and it's so easy. It's based on proven technologies where I've combined them together, adding into so many things. I'm a person who loves to combine proven technologies together to create a much better and stronger technology. When you combine everything, you take a bunch of good stuff, you mix it all together, and you get something that's fantastic. Now, the whole disc system is very interesting, and you can use it even without the machine. You just get the disc. You can put your photograph on top of it. We do recommend people, it's always a good idea to actually put you can put a candle on top of here, and I recommend people use tea lights, which are very cheap. You can get them usually for 5 to 15 cents each in a holder. Put them on there, light it, and then you spend about 2 or 3 seconds stating your desire. You do that daily, and you're going to see incredible manifesting. We do all the great work for you. All the energy is there, but you need to connect it. You need to stimulate it and have the energy flow to you personally. That's why it's very important that you use Polaroids, and it's very important that you do that little visualization. And we're not talking about complicated. Anytime you spend more than 2 or 3 minutes on something, you're losing power. Very important to understand that as well. But very simple as that. You've got an entire system here. And again, this is something that if you use a tea light with it or even just your photograph, you can do anywhere. You can carry this with you. You could keep this in the case with the picture in there and then carry the CD case with you. All of that are super easy and very powerful. Don't think that you have to necessarily spend a fortune to actually produce the kind of energies that you desire. Having a big, powerful machine is certainly advisable and recommended. But everything in life is very dependent upon you and your personal situation and your finances. I mean, investing in a manifesting machine, which will be part of everybody's ownership in the future, in another 15 to 20 years, everybody will have manifesting machines, and the ultimate battle will be who's got the better manifesting machine over the other people. Which giant company can manifest more energy than the other one? The future is here now, people, for people that are smart enough to tap into it. Energizing your life, building the proper success fields around yourself, protecting yourself from negative and evil entities, and building up high levels of biophysical powers for well-being is something that is critical. This is the future, and it couldn't get any easier, people. Can it get any easier than this? Oh, well, let me show you how hard it is. I want positive energy. I want to clear out evil, negative spirits, satanic energies. You're being plagued by it. You've had a terrible day with bad luck going on. You can't seem to get past all this negativity. You put the disc in, you close the door, you turn it on. More Dr. Thor's genius technology. That's all it takes. And of course, you want to put on the color. Now, generally for protection, you would use, the best, of course, is to use actually blue or turquoise. Let's see if we can get to that exactly. And you're going to generate. You can, again, just place it near you, place your photograph in front of it like that. And again, I can't state strongly enough that you have to get a Polaroid and you have to use Polaroids. And it's difficult to use Polaroids with everybody. So if you want to use digital pictures are basically worthless. If you want to put a digital picture there, make sure you take a little snippet of hair, you tape it on the photograph like I did here. This is it. You could put a drop of blood on there, and that's going to activate a digital picture. But digital has no energy whatsoever. You've got to understand that anybody that tells you different, particularly computer programmers or idiots that make plastic boxes of garbage or 1920 technologies that are out there, you're being misled. So remember, you follow fools, you become a fool yourself. So fantastic that I just love this unit. I'm so happy when I got this. As I said, it's portable. There's no actual cords on here. And I forgot, there's another important feature here, which will become very important in the future. This has the all-important transfer of optical energy. When our new laser units come out, you'll be able to send the laser energy, the pure photonic energy that will have embedded in it actual energetic informational fields that make things happen, will be going in this optical port. So that in itself, and this is why this costs more. This is how you charge it up. You charge it up with a Type-C computer cable. This goes into your computer, or they have these regular now. You can also put in a memory chip in here as well. Very cool. But this is critical for the future because we're going to have a whole bunch of optical stuff that you can connect. And we're probably going to offer this particular unit with an optical connection to it as a particular use for the future. So it is exciting. This is the tech, people, and it doesn't cost a lot. You do have to get the custom-made disc, which I have developed over 40 plus years of investigating the occult sciences and the advanced sciences to develop this kind of fantastic tool. But what a beautiful unit. You have those extras in it. You've got the optical port. And watch for that. We're going to have optical laser-based energy transfer systems are almost here. Everything's coming together in the next 30 to 90 days, people. So are you going to be in on it? Are you going to be one of the master manifestors? Or are you going to be using some garbage junk that you get from the stooges out there that take your money, that have never done anything in life, that never have achieved anything, don't have any organizations, and want to somehow fill your head with poop? So keep that in mind. Down below, you'll find a link over to the discs. If you want to get a unit like this as well and can't find it, let me know. I can either find it for you or we can send one to you as well. So this is exciting, people. High tech, low cost, super empowerment, all in one easy to use package. Hey, that's Dr. Thor's Tech. Until next time.